Well, if you haven't heard by now, Morgan, Mickey, and Hunter are running on a campaign that's making more happen to create a stronger UT. With visions of promoting academic enrichment and enhanced campus resources, they are ready to start making your goals their goals. In the studio with Torchlight, we have Morgan Hartgrove, Mickey Curtis, and Hunter Jones. How are y'all doing today?
Well,
fantastic. How about you? A little busy. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, so let's start off with my first question. So let's just start off with y'all giving me, the viewers, a brief description of what your campaign platform is and what you're running for.
Okay. So we are Morgan, Mickey, and Hunter campaign, and we're intentional with everything that we do. Coming from our name in general, so we run on our first names because we want to create that personal relationship with the constituent student body, individuals in general. We would not like to be addressed as Vice President Curtis or Student Service Director Jones. We want to get that personal relationship, saying, hello, Morgan, hello, Mickey, hello, Hunter. These are my issues. These are my victories that I want to voice to you. That aligns with our values, and we have three that we're running on. Number one is empowerment, number two is accessibility, and number three is accountability. And it kind of coincides with our slogan, which is your vision, our goal, one UT. So over the course of the academic term, many things can happen, correct? We're going to introduce a little bit of our policy, but it really depends on the values of the individuals that are in the office. And so we really want to ensure that we're going to go out, not only be accessible, but we're going to go out and listen to our constituents, listen to the population, listen to the student body's vision. What's important to them? What do they want to tell us? Make that our goal, so to embody that, to advocate, to make sure that whatever they're telling us is going to be what we truly want to happen. And then overall creating that one cohesive unit in which we all have come to love, UT, whether that's when we graduate in 4 or even 5 years from now, just making sure that many people can call this great institution home.
Right, okay, that's great. So with that being said, what are some of the policies you guys are running on? Some of the ones that are more important to you?
So we've got 5 overarching goals. The first one that I'm really passionate about is promoting academic enrichment. So with that, we want to expand OERs. Those are practically free textbooks. Right now, it's offered in some 100 and 200 level classes, but we want to see if we can get that to most 100 and 200 levels, and then some 300 and 400s as well. And then with that, under academic enrichment, we also want to add a Kaplan Test Prep Center on campus. I know I just took the MCAT, and I definitely wish that I had a place to go so I could meet those other students and just have that resource, really close to home.
Right, I know, I kind of understand. I'm in the same place with the LSAT, so I would love that as well. Yeah. So kind of with that, what do y'all see is the biggest problem right now on campus?
So what we really see is we want to create an understanding among students and an understanding of each individual student and student organizations as well. Because what we really see is that a lot of issues stem from just a lack of understanding within the multiple different constituencies on campus. And as it says in our slogan, your vision, our goal, one UT, in order to create that one UT, we first and foremost have to create that understanding among all students. And while some students may not agree with others, it's about understanding what each student's unique story is and to have everyone value each other's own opinions and their own stories and their own backgrounds.
Right, I understand. So Hunter, this one's for you. So you're running as Student Services Director, and obviously you're the only one running for the spot, so you're basically kind of a shoo-in, I guess it would be. So how do you feel about that?
So in the end, I'm just honored to be able to even run for the position. And more than anything, it's about focusing on still what all three of us can do as a whole and as a team, and ensuring that our platform is heard. And so with that, I want to specifically bring some of my past experiences to the table, and I know that that's what all three of us want to do, is bring those past experiences to the table, and with Student Services Director, really help to revitalize some of the things and ensure that the things that are going on within the Student Services branch are intentional and are benefiting all students.
Okay, that's great. So if a student or group of students were to approach your campaign and wanted you to address an issue such as sexual assault on campus, what would you do and how?
I think we would address that issue like we would address any issue, and we would go out and talk to the students, our constituents, to see what they wanted us to do about that. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. We're here to do what they want us to do. Anything that we do, it's not to just promote our own opinions and then call it public service. We're really here to reach out to the students to see what they want and then take that and then do something greater with it.
Right. So what do you, if you are to win as a campaign, hope to accomplish? What would your goals be if you were to win?
Well, I think definitely we'd like to push some of this policy through. I mean, we worked a really worked a really long time on it, and we've got those 5 overarching goals. So we definitely want to, bring that to the administration and Chancellor Davenport and get as much of that accomplished as possible. One of the things I'm very passionate about, the academic enrichment. I would love to see OERs be one of the first things that we talk about as a campaign.
Correct. Going off that, just changing how SGA feels. We really want to be accessible. Like I said, whether that's going out and just having coffee with people, just to see, hey, tell me about your day. Because oftentimes, Student Government Association may seem, many people think, as superior, but we want to bring that down and say, hey, we are equal. And Morgan likes to joke about saying, hey, we stand in the same Chick-fil-A line for the same chicken biscuit, right?
That's right.
At the end of the day, we really want to create that culture where if anything does happen, allow us to hear. Come to us. Do not feel afraid or have any type of anxiety to feel that we're going to take one side. We're going to do what's best for the student body in general as a whole, and that's going to be our vision and our mission, and that's making more happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and to go off of that too, it's important to note that we have these 5 overarching pillars within our policy, but the reason why we chose such broad pillars, I guess you could say, is because we want to be at that 30,000 foot level to ensure that we're having some broad change happen, and moreover is to ensure that we can be able to address the things that may arise during the year that we can't anticipate for now, just as the past SGA leadership couldn't have anticipated for some of the stuff that's happened this year.
Right, so basically kind of being equal with the students is kind of your goal in the end. So with that, what kind of makes your campaign different from all the others running and different from all the past years? What stands out?
Well, one thing Hunter loves to talk about is that we really all do come from such different backgrounds. We didn't know each other really too well before this. Michael and I did a couple SGA things together, and Hunter and I had a few classes together. But really, I think that is what makes us so different, is that, I come from such a different background than Hunter does, than Michael. I think one thing that we've seen with campaigns this year is they're very similar, but I think we definitely stand out in a way that no one else does.
I agree.
I completely understand. And so if you had to finish this line, you should vote for us because, what would you say? You can each answer.
That's right. I like that.
I say for me, I think it's you should vote for us simply because we want to get an understanding of the entire student body, and we want to work for the entire student body and ensure that each individual person's vision is heard, and to best tailor our leadership to a way that represents everyone equally.
Okay.
To go off that, I will say that we want you to vote for us because we're just people just like you, but we really want to advocate and bring all of those visions, all those missions that each student may have, like what's important to them, all together into one common area, and then really uplift that. So not necessarily showing very special recognition to one type of student or one identity, but making sure that all students, regardless where they come from, what they identify, what they believe in, you can be respected here, and we're going to make sure we do that by that personal aspect and also by the professional, getting things done with that big policy that we have.
And I'd have to say you should vote first because no one would represent you like we would. No one's going to try. No one's going to do it the best. No one's going to reach out as much as we will. No one will do it better. That's one thing I'm sure of.
And that's the best thing you can say. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what y'all are standing for. It's been a pleasure having you guys in the studio. Morgan, Mickey, and Hunter, make sure you don't forget to vote April 10th through the 13th at votesga.utk.edu. I'm Savanna Jacoby, and this is Torchlight News. Good luck and happy voting.